But do you remember the $1 Old Navy flip-flop deal?
Yes. Like I thought it was $5 just because like in my like, you know, the budget that I have right now. But yeah, they were $1.
People would like run in and be like the fancy like designs. Like I remember like, you know, everyone would always want a pair of black ones because those were the staple ones. But then like one year they came out with like glitter straps and people were losing their fucking minds.
Absolutely.
But they were $1.
Yes.
And guess what? Those flip-flops were literally worth $1.
And that's why I have plantar fasciitis to this day, because I would wear those things everywhere all the time and see nothing wrong with it. That or Chuck Taylors. Those are the two that I used to wear. No support whatsoever. And that's why I have the problems that I do today. So people, if you're in your 20s, splurge and get the Havianas or like the good flip-flops. Because yes, when we would splurge and get those Havianas, they were life-changing.
Do you remember I think the brand was Soda. They were like inflatable flip-flops.
Hang on,
They were, I think they were, but they basically were, it looked like they were inflated. They were very popular, at least.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember just wearing them and then burning your feet because it was just vinyl, like just on your feet for hours?
Your feet would turn black because like yes, I do remember that. Oh,
they're
God,
back,
Lord.
by the way. They're back.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I saw a pair of like chunky, giant Soda like flip-flops at like Target or something like that, and I was like,
interesting. Well, you know, everything comes around, right?
Yeah.
Soda flip-flops. I remember there was like, oh my God, was it Sanku flip-flops?
Oh my God, the ones that basically looked like ramen noodles on the
like they were like the hippy dippy ones, right? And those were actually very comfortable because they were like a yoga mat.
True.
Ones. So like those were actually comfortable. But like I can't do that shit anymore. I have to I need the arch support. Yes. You know what have you ever tried Archies?
No.
There are flip-flops, they're called Archies, and they have like a little bit of arch support, and they're very nice. Okay. They give you just that little support. Obviously, if you go to the podiatrist, he's going to be like, these are terrible for your feet. But you know what?
Old Navy flip-flops.
If you got to go get a pedicure, yes, go get the Archies. At least you can get to your house there and back and your plantar fasciitis won't flare up on the way.
I didn't even think about it. Yep, the Old Navy flip-flops, the flat flip-flops basically, the Chuck Taylors, the Vans, the like everything that I wore was literally just like flat foot on ground.
Yep, no support, and that's why we have the issues that we do today. Because I actually did go to a podiatrist and I got like the arch support that was like molded to your feet. Like
nice.
I had to splurge, and they do make a huge difference. But he was just like, what did you used to wear 10 years ago? And I was just like, you know exactly what I used to wear. That's why you're asking me this question.
I used to wear stiletto heels to the club.
Yeah.
Giant wedges, flat shoes. And the amount of times I've walked barefoot because my heels hurt too much and I didn't care about getting, Hep C from a needle on the ground.
Right. There was a time, and like my husband will attest to this, in San Francisco, I was barefoot because I brought these like heels and stuff like that. How I don't have Hep C is a miracle. I don't understand because
you survived. You dodged a bullet.
I did. I don't know what, like syphilis on your feet. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm pretty sure in San Francisco that's what you can get. But I didn't get it. I don't know. My immune system.
But now
that Flintstone vitamin that I took and drinking from a hose. Those are the two things that have saved me.
Those chewable chalk Flintstone, not even gummies, vitamins were the reason why we survived COVID. The reason why we don't have Hep C.
That's why we look like this. Millennials are not aging because of those things.
Apricot scrub, Stridex patches.
Oh my God.
And flavored vodka.
Yes. Oh, cotton candy, babe. That was the good one.
Since it's spring training just ended, I think it's opening day for baseball. Like anytime I see the news and they show like Arizona spring training fields, I literally kind of vomit a little bit in my mouth because I'm like, the amount of Swedish fish vodka I consumed during, I was like, or Bacardi dragon fruit. Like everything was so flavored that I'm like, oh my God, no wonder why I have acid reflux now. Like cake vodka, like whipped cream vodka, like Pinnacle. Pinnacle changed the game. And then I went, you know what's even better? Fireball.
Oh my God. Fireball. Oh my, yeah. I can't even, like, the smell of that. I can't even talk about it because I might start vomiting right now if I think about it.
So for me, it's Captain Morgan. Oh, Captain Morgan, and like Milwaukee's best beer. Oh God, like that's just college in a nutshell. But my Lizzie and I, we used to drink ginger ale, Fireball cocktails.
Oh,
I know,
God.
Straight to jail.
Yes.
We still talk about this where we're like, do you remember like in like the 2010s when we would like go to a bar and ask for a ginger ale with a shot of Fireball, and then we would just put it in there and hold it like a cocktail while everyone's shooting it. And I'm like, we were nuts. We were fucking crazy. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, we were. I mean, the Red Bull vodkas.
Yeah.
We used to do that a lot because I actually had a conversation with my brother the other day, and he was just like, the energy drink craze, like when we were in high school, like college and stuff like that. I mean, I think, and I don't know if that's still a thing, the Red Bull girls that they come to college. Did they ever do that to you? Like they came with the Mini Cooper, so it's still a thing. Yeah, that Monster drinks, but I like the Monster Java, the coffee. There was like a coffee flavor one. Yes, that got me through a lot of night shifts. Yeah. Again, guys, how did we survive this?
Because now all the energy, like Celsius and Alani, like they're all like meant for like pre-workout and stuff like that. Back then we were like, I want the Fruit Punch Rockstar with the twist off cap in like the 40 ounce. And then majority of the time.
And throw a 5 hour energy in it. Yeah.
You're just working a double shift at the restaurant with 2 hours of sleep from the night before, and you're literally just drinking a energy drink and just being like, I didn't wash my face. It's yesterday's makeup. Let's go. Let's go.
And in my case, replace restaurant with hospital. Sorry, people that I took care of, but that was really how I was getting through the day. I was a nursing assistant at that time, so I wasn't a nurse yet. So...
But I'm just surprised, like now if I do not get 6 hours of good sleep, the next day I'm just like, oh my God.
The time change. The time change, that 1 hour absolutely destroyed me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I know. The concept of aging is nuts because even like, and we can get into IndyCar. As you can tell, there's not much going on in IndyCar right now that we're allowing to chit chat here. But winged eyeliner is now the other telltale sign that you are a millennial. Is like a winged eyeliner.
Lizzie is going to be very upset.
I know.
That's her staple look.
I know.
And I'm still impressed. I can watch her put on eyeliner for hours. Like she's so good at it. And I mean, that's really sad because it's such a good look.
It is. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I think now it's more like, it's not like wispy. It's more just like we're going back to the 90s of where we're lining our eyes without the wing, basically. No under eye yet. We're not full circles yet, but like top.
I don't like that. Like, it's just not a good look.
No. You know how long it took me? Well, remember when we didn't have the markers to draw the lines? We had to get the little, like, it's basically a paint can with a brush, and we had to like brush it on before felt pens were a thing. Mm-hmm. They don't know. They don't understand. We put our eyeshadow on with our fingers, or if it came in the packaging, we used it to apply our makeup.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh. They have no idea.
Beauty blenders? What? No, we used those old costume makeup sponges if we had them.
The triangle ones. I do remember those. And you had to buy a big pack. Yeah. Oh yeah. God.
They'll never
understand.
Know. No.
Mm-mm. Oh, this generation.
We were around when Clinique Black Honey was like on, and frosted eyeshadow to your eyebrows.
Yes.
We made some choices.
Yeah. And now it's nostalgic. Now they have these 2000 parties. Now I feel really bad for the Gen Xers, and I was like, I'm really sorry that I took your culture for granted when I had 80s parties, because now they're having 2000s parties or Y2K parties, whatever the fuck they're calling it now.
Yeah, but then so when we get to like Gen Alpha being of age to party, are they going to have like COVID parties? Because
yeah,
what is 2020 celebrate?
Oh my god, they all show up in masks. Like, oh my god, you can't even like get them anymore though. Like, can you?
No,
I mean,
you have to,
like
you can, but it's not like you go into a Walgreens and it's like hand sanitizer, masks, whatever, right there. You have to actually like go to like the first aid section now to get them.
Yeah.
But what a time to be alive. That was 6 years ago. Like right now, 6 years ago.
Yeah. Oh god, that was crazy. I can't believe that it was 6 years ago. It feels like yesterday. And like what happened in the last 6 years?
Nothing to write home about.
No, not at all. Like,
we went out in public with a piece of paper that said, "I'm vaccinated. Can I eat at your establishment?"
right.
That's basically it.
And then, and the creation of the QR code menu, because they didn't want to give menus anymore. I think that was like, came out of COVID, right?
Yeah. Yep. So much changed.
Mm-hmm.
Work from home.
Love
it, but hate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I was one of the weirdos that I worked on a COVID unit for a while. And then when I was working at the nursing school, we were back in the hospital by July.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. That's crazy. Ugh.
Yep.
All right. Enough COVID talk.
Yes.
We should definitely get started.
What a
and actually
tangent.
talk about
What a tangent that was. From flip-flops to COVID.
One of these days, when there's nothing during the off season, we're just going to have an episode with no IndyCar, no, updates about what's going on, nothing. It's going to be like a dead zone, and we're going to see how long we can go and from what topic to where we end 45 minutes later.
Yeah,
it'll just be a bonus episode for you guys.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's just like a normal conversation with anybody about what happened. So it's just it's just our little team.
We talk about this outside of the podcast, guys. Like this is
our normal conversation that we have. Yeah, if we're out to breakfast, this is what we talk about.
Exactly. All right, we should probably get started. So,
all right, let's do this. So, okay.
There's like nothing going on. It's like 2 weeks. They got some R&R. There was some, the teams needed it clearly, but like
the back to back. That's not something that they were used to. Usually, you have your St. Pete, and then you have a little bit of a break. So, and we've had some pretty big races. So we went to Phoenix, we went to Arlington. I know I didn't really get to talk about Arlington. You did the episode about it, but awesome. I mean, very. I think are we supposed to talk about it later?
Yeah, we could talk about it now. There's no rules here.
This is true. Yeah, there are no rules here.
There's no rules.
What is wrong with me? My brain is mush. But yes. So let's go ahead and talk about Arlington.
Yeah, talk about Arlington. What did you think about it?
Everything is bigger in Texas, and I think that 100%. They did a phenomenal job. That the drivers loved it. They absolutely loved the track. They said it was very exciting. Probably their favorite road course is what they said, right? So, which is amazing to hear. The fans, I hear the stands were full. Everything was pretty much sold out, like from the paddock and things like that. All of the sponsors and things like that showed up. I mean, Jerry Jones obviously knows what he's doing. Right? I mean, he's got the Rangers. Does he have the Rangers? Yeah, right.
No,
but or the Cowboys. No,
Cowboys,
he's just the Cowboys,
yeah.
not the Rangers.
Yeah, I think the Rangers are just neighbors to one of the largest stadiums ever built in time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I don't know if you've ever been there. Like, it's a very interesting. So I'm interested to see. Well, and obviously I saw it on TV, but just like putting a racetrack in the middle of that was just genius, really.
Mm-hmm. They did a great job. They clearly, for a first time race, I'm not saying everything was perfect, but sellout, sponsors, famous people. Mm-hmm. But for me, the track layout, the racing, I didn't even think that they were racing in a parking lot.
Yeah. It looked
like
great.
when F1 goes to Miami, I know that they're racing in a parking lot.
Yeah, it looks like shit compared to Arlington. So they really F1 actually whoever sponsor, well, Java House, right? Like they were the ones who made it happen. The F1 people need to consult them for Miami to improve that their stuff there, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised if the promoters are going to talk to F1 and say, look what we did for IndyCar, come and race around the Cowboy Stadium. Yeah. I know that it would probably be very difficult because of COTA being there, but if F1 is looking to rotate into different markets, they've clearly proved themselves. And I know other football stadiums, including Soldier Field, like have piqued interest about doing something similar. I'm not 100% sold on the Chicago race around Soldier Field. The current one, not the one in Gary, Indiana, or wherever else.
I was going to say, I'm like, well, it's going to be empty. So what are they going to? Something's got to go there.
Yeah. So, but the racing was good. The drivers were happy. The fans were happy, and people tuned in to watch it, which was huge. So I'll take it. I'll take a win.
Yeah, that was.
Who knew?
Like, yeah. And I think I was listening to Off Track, and Alex Palou, I should say, was on it, and he just said like they promoted the shit out of it too. Yeah, like, and I think that makes a big difference. Like, everyone knows how we feel about Iowa, and the reason why that Texas was so successful was because it was promoted, and I mean obviously they put a ton of money into it, and they really so sorry Iowa.
But you also put it in a giant metropolitan area. Yeah. If you promote the shit out of it, people are going to go, right? And so even just all the street races, like Detroit and places like even St. Pete, like they're not selling out their grandstands. Yeah. It's popular, but they're not selling out. I would be interested to see what next year will be like. But the fact that they sold out their first year, people were happy. I would not be surprised with his relationship with Roger that this continues, and the drivers are that straight being longer than Monza. Chef's kiss.
Awesome. Also, the merchandise, like I think that they had the biggest sales outside of Indy 500, right?
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Yeah, people like to buy their and the fact is, it was cute merch. Like they had some fun like T-shirts that said like everything's bigger in Texas. They leaned into like the rodeo theme, but the teams also leaned in. Like I don't know if you saw Will Power buying cowboy boots.
Yes,
and he was feeling himself. He was just like, I'm a cowboy now. I'm like, this is the Will Power that we have missed.
Yes. Well, and I think the Australians really like the cowboy culture because I think it's very similar to their own. So we saw that with Danny Rick too. Whenever he's in COTA, like people love him down there. So same thing. I mean, just lean into that. Awesome.
But speaking of Andretti, I am shocked that Kyle won that race based on how shitty all of the pit stops were for all of the drivers at Arlington. Like Ericsson, Power, Kirkwood. It's not like there was one, like both times Kirkwood pitted, there was an issue.
Yes.
Like
okay, so again, I used to watch, or not that I used to watch, F1 and their pit stops are phenomenal.
Yeah.
There is, in the early 2000s, there was actually a hospital that consulted the Ferrari pit crew because like the hospital was having issues like turning around patients or like the transfer of like critically ill patients from the OR to like the ICU.
Okay.
The hospital actually consulted the Ferrari pit crew, okay, to optimize that transfer.
That's incredible.
I mean, why Andretti? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we know what Ferrari is now, and like, you know what I mean? But like, there's still that pit that a hospital consulted them with their. Why can't IndyCar or why can't Andretti, I should say, do that same thing? I don't understand like how difficult, but I know the pit crew, like the amount of people in F1 is different than the regulations or whatever. It's like one dude for the front and one dude for the back pretty much, right, that they have to rotate. But like you can still optimize, there's still things that you guys can do. I mean, how many times, like, it's unforgivable to have a wheel fall off multiple times in the race, right? Like, I don't know, like, is it the same crew? Do they rotate very often? How do they train? How, like, what has to be done for them to improve?
You know, it's very interesting because I was learning that in NASCAR, they go and recruit at universities. Like, when you are, let's say you're on the football team of like a smaller university, or even a larger one. Let's say that you're a third string defensive lineman at Alabama. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get drafted. You're basically, you're good enough to be at Bama, but not good enough to play, kind of thing, right?
Right.
So they go and they do these like, hey, like, we want sports-minded people that are in hockey, in football, in soccer, like people that are fit and athletic, that love like the chase of the game, right? And they recruit these folks from universities to come work at their pit stops. Some of them actually made it to the NFL like for a few years and then retired and are part of like some championship winning pit crews in NASCAR. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, where are we recruiting pit crews for IndyCar? Like, is IndyCar, like, does it go F1, NASCAR, IMSA, MotoGP, and then IndyCar? And also, they don't make a lot of money. They make more money in bonuses based on team performance, but like, these folks are not making, 6-7 figures.
Yeah. Which is like, it's such a dangerous job. Like, we've seen people like, getting hit by cars, getting run over, getting set on fire. Jesus Christ. Like, what? Now I have to like look it up, like recruiting for this. But they did, I want to say it is very similar to NASCAR that they do have athletes in IndyCar, because I want to say that they did interview.
Well, I'm assuming as such, because it's not, you have to be fit to lift a tire, or and you have to have some sort of like fitness regime, right? Like, you're not like Noodle Arms Monica would not be able to do it.
No,
okay,
so yes, college athletes, former military personnel, and motorsport mechanics that are already working with the teams, former NASCAR IMSA crossover pit crew. So that happens, and there is physical benchmarks that actually teams look for. So a 40-yard dash that they have to sprint 4.6 to 5 seconds.
Jesus.
Strong explosive lifts, so they have to like lift a certain amount, obviously. Yeah. Grip strength, able to handle 40 to 70 pound tires repeatedly, and high endurance and reaction speed. So they're tested.
Like, we're not saying these are, Billy Bob and, Jolie Boy from the Quick Stop at, well,
it has to do with the training, right? Obviously, you can have, a muscle man and stuff like that they can lift tires. But what does the training look like? How consistent are our pit crews? Because, I mean, I don't know, like, is it the same people from start to finish? Do they rotate? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
And do they rotate from race to race, right? Like, right. It makes it really, I honestly, like, I'm very interested in like the pit crew like world in racing, period, because like the average pit stop in IndyCar with fueling is about 6 to 7 seconds. That's like a good, anything like 5.9 is like incredible, right? Mm-hmm. I know they don't fuel in F1, but 1.8 seconds?
Yeah.
But like, what's the world record? Like 1.81 seconds?
Yeah. But I think, well, and if the difference is the pit crew in F1 is significantly larger.
Yeah. They have one job.
So like there's one dude that is responsible for taking off the wheel. Somebody else is giving him that tire to put it back on. And there's one person on each tire. Versus in IndyCar, it's one dude for the front, from what I noticed, and one dude in the back. So they change that front right, then they rotate, then they go to the front left, and then and that's what you see the retracting, like the gun that retracts and stuff like that they pull it. So again, obviously it's a rules thing, right? That you have to. This is the amount of people that you get in your pit crew, and that's it. Which is a lot of responsibility, I feel like. It's
pressure too. Imagine the pressure that, like, goodness grief, or like even the jack guy, like the jack person that has to lift the car. How many times have we seen the car fall and then they have to re-jack the car up, right? So I do, but also it's not like Andretti has a Rolodex of people they can pick. They can't fire everybody or put probationary period if you're not performing on everybody, right? So
yeah,
because I think, didn't it happen last year or 2 years ago? Remember when we were at Gateway and Colton literally lost a tire like every pit stop, and that guy unfortunately got let go? Like, yeah, that's
unforgivable.
You didn't perform at your job multiple times, right? But it's just it's just the Andretti way, and I'm like, what? I'm surprised you won. Like, if you would have had these great pit stops, you would have been 30 seconds ahead of Palou easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at least we know it wasn't just Colton. It wasn't Colton wasn't the catalyst to the bad juju at Andretti.
No, it's still, I don't know, that 26 car, I don't know what it is. You know, there's still a little bad luck that's surrounding that, right? The Andretti curse, perhaps.
Do you think when Will drives the car, when things go bad, you just hear, ooh, like, I'm gonna come get ya.
So the Cubs had the goat curse, right? The Billy Goat curse. Like, what can we name this curse for Andretti?
We'll have to think.
We have to think about what we can name the Andretti curse.
Yeah, like what's Mario synonymous with outside of racing? Like, what's his thing? Wine? Like,
I don't know.
I wonder if we can just DM the Andretti admin on social and be like, hey, what if we go to the 500 and we have 400,000 people just sage your pit stall, like your entire, like your team, like let's bring all the Etsy witches to IMS and let's just have a seance where we all, run around in circles chanting around the Andretti like motorhome, so that way they can get purged whatever is going on over there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, God. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll, there's been a lot of change within Andretti. There's been a lot of, issues with Andretti pit stops. So I know they're looking into it, but they got to get their shit together. Seriously.
Yep.
Oh, man. At least my initial statement last season that, death taxes and a shitty Andretti pit stop still
it still holds up.
It's still like, I think now I can officially put it on a t-shirt because it's real. It happens.
It really is.
So, oh my goodness. But speaking about IMS, so we're probably going to have 33 cars for the Indy 500, but news is starting to bubble that Colton may be questionable for the 500 because they might put an F2 race in Montreal and Miami due to the conflict in the Middle East with the races being canceled. Mm-hmm. Which
that was
so sad.
That is very sad. I know.
But then who would drive for them?
So they have 4. So I don't know who would be that 4th driver.
Right? Like I almost just said Mario. Marco wouldn't.
No, Marco said
wouldn't come back.
No, he's retired, right?
Who would come back? Who has raced for Andretti that could come back and do Indy? Like, that's done Indy. Mm-hmm. Not a rookie, not anybody like from their other programs. Mm-hmm. Like, who would be unless they have like a driver like a Catherine Legg, Devlin DeFrancesco might be it because he did race for Andretti. Ooh.
I don't know if Andretti would want
a Dogecoin.
Yeah, absolutely not.
We have enough Bitcoin sponsors.
Yeah.
So I don't know who they would pick. Like, who would be their other option that, like, everyone that normally races is kind of already been taken.
Maybe Hinge can jump in the car. How cool would that be?
Do you think
would they do that? Could he do that? Because I know he raced for Andretti at one point.
Yeah. Do you think he would do it in a heartbeat. Let's not say he would say no, but like, and they do an off-track livery spot.
That would be cool.
But just of Hinch, because they can't promote Rossi because he's racing for another team.
Yeah.
But it's just him and Tim. And then like
Just,
a little shadow box
little
of
X, like over Alex's face. Don't pay attention to this person.
Oh my God, I would love that.
I would love that too. That'd be cool.
A Hinch Indy 500 run. Like I think, but the question is does he have the funding for that?
Yeah.
But if Connor can find budget, I feel like he could find budget.
I'm sure he could, right? I mean, he's got probably enough contacts within F1 and IndyCar combined that he could figure out something. I don't know if off track is enough. I don't know how much
Sirius XM money basically pays the electric bill, right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's actually a good call out. Because like Ryan Hunter-Reay, who used to race for Andretti, like is racing for McLaren. TK can come back. No, I'm kidding. He would never do that.
No, but not for Andretti at least. It would be a McLaren dude. But Connor already has a seat.
Yeah, Jack Harvey already had. I guess Stefan Wilson. You know who I would love to come back, but I don't think he's cleared to race yet is Simon Pagenaud. Ever since he had that horrific crash, what was it now, 2-3 years ago? Yeah. He's had a difficult recovery. And so, but Simon Pagenaud coming back would be incredible.
You know who'd be super cool? Of course, this will like never happen because he's never jumped in an IndyCar before, but Kubica. I don't think. Could he do it?
I think with the physical limitations, he wouldn't be able to do it. Because think about it, like you would need both. You would need to be able to like he has I'm assuming they would allow a different steering wheel, right, for his disability. But to move the roll bar and stuff, you need both hands. Yeah. So they would have to really. But how incredible! I would cry. I would literally just sit there. With like my Polish face paint, with my pierogi little like ears that I would make, and I would just be holding my Polish flag, just sobbing that Kubica's in the Indy 500.
The pierogi plushie that was in the Olympics that everyone loved.
I really want to buy one.
I know. I'm sure they're sold out. Like you can't find them anymore right now.
I need to wait. I need to ask one of my like aunts, be like, Chacha, can you buy me one in Poland and just ship it to me? I know. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Kubica would be amazing.
Be cool. That'd be super cool.
I'm trying to think, like, there are other people, like, Prema's probably not ready. We have heard nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think, so we do have, like, Kalamila could come back and do the 500. There's plenty, does Andretti dip into some rookies? Like, Jake Dennis races for them in Formula E, right? Like, they have enough drivers in, like, their other worlds, but without Colton and the Gamebridge sponsorship, you have to come with a significant budget.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you did see Ed Carpenter did his livery announcement for the 500 and it's sponsored by Slim Fast.
Slim Fast? What year is it?
Like speaking of,
seriously,
Slim Fast.
It's still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you remember?
And it's clearly owned by the makers of like Java House and Splenda and all of that. But I'm like, what's next?
Banaka.
Let's just say, what is it? What was it? The Sweet Delights that were like the air cakes that were like 100 calories. Like, you know what? Roman Grosjean sponsored by Ozempic, right? Like
that's crazy.
Slim Fast.
Slim Fast. Oh my God. You remember how they used to like make the cans heavier to make it seem like that you were drinking more? Like, do you replace one meal with a Slim Fast. Of course you're going to lose weight. That's called the starvation diet.
Oh my God. But this is the crazy part. Some of our listeners don't even remember. They used to make canned Slim Fast before cardboard boxes with the little twist off. Like they were cans.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I remember cans. Now it's a carton.
Yeah. They're cartons, like they had like the twist off cartons that you can pour in.
Oh, it was like I remember the cans, like I said, because like my mom, obviously everyone bought Slim Fast.
Everyone did.
And I just remember the cans being like you would drink it all, and like it would feel heavier, but it was empty. Yeah. So like I don't know if it was like tricking your mind that you're trying. I don't know, but like.
Do you remember when Yoplait came out with Yoplait Light and they had the itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini commercial that like if you switched out your breakfast for a Yoplait 50 calorie, remember whipped, like air infused yogurt.
Yes.
You're going to, well, no shit. You're eating 900 calories a day.
Yeah. I know, right? Of course. Like it was that heroin chic was what was in back then. So you had to super, super skinny heroin chic. As well.
Yep. And then we accentuated them with dermal piercings. So you got your hips that were so pointed out. You put 2 dermal piercings there to be like, look, look at me. I'm so skinny.
Or the tanning stickers.
The Playboy tanning sticker.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, guys.
The fact that we don't have like massive amounts of skin cancer. We are basically we're millennials with microplastic, like basically embedded in us.
Yes.
I'm just, but Slim Fast, I was like, that's the first thing I thought of was, it's 2026 and we're sponsoring, like out of everything you could have sponsored, it was Slim Fast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
With race car drivers who are literally tiny little human beings.
I know. Oh my God. If anyone has ever like gone to take pictures with them, like they're so skinny. They have no butts. No butts. There's absolutely no butts. All of them. Just very unfortunate.
Maybe Joseph Newgarden, but it's like a small Adonis butt because he lifts weights. Yeah. But like a lot of them are just like pancakes.
So skinny.
But they can probably bench lift like a million pounds, but they're just so lean.
Yeah. I mean, they would just must eat 100% protein.
Slim Fast. That's what they're doing. 100% Slim Fast all day.
I mean, now I got to see like what's in a Slim Fast, like ingredients.
What are the ingredients in a Slim Fast?
High protein shakes. So they I guess they did increase their protein. I don't know what the fuck they were in the 90s, but they were very not.
It's probably like 3 grams of protein.
Yeah. High.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. What? Let me see.
The fact that it's still a product that people buy, it's like, do you remember, is GNC still like a vitamin shop? Is that still a store?
I have no idea. I'm actually not sure.
Because remember when they used to have like Hydroxycut where you could just take a pill? Like, what was going on in the 2000s?
It's only it's 10 grams of protein.
How many calories? Like 200?
Oh my God.
Probably something like that.
Hang on, I missed it.
They had some crazy
180 calories.
Too. Yeah, it was like vanilla chocolate, and then they had like strawberries and cream and.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. 325 milliliters, which is like
12 ounces? 8 ounces?
Yeah, I think it's like an 8 ounce. That's not enough.
Baby.
That's not
it's
enough.
A thimble. Right? It's just enough to take the edge off. It's not actually like a meal replacement.
11 ounces.
Yeah.
It's not enough. And it says meal. Of course, lose weight. Of course. 180 calories for one meal. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, if you had 3 of them a day, you're in full-blown starvation mode. At this point, just start eating paper towels, because that's the equivalent. Right. You're eating nothing. Oh Lord. Well, anyway, Ed's sponsored by Slim Fast, and clearly we feel a certain way about it.
Wait, so what's the parent company? Is it Java House?
No, it's whoever owns Splenda. That's the name of the Heartland Food Group, I think, is the group.
Kanos? No, I don't know if that's real or not.
But it looks like Splenda's owned by Heartland Food Products, an Indiana-based company that acquired the brand from Johnson & Johnson. Oh, I see it. So,
got it.
Yeah.
Yes, I see that now. I don't like it.
Yeah. So.
Eat, people. Please eat. Eat normal meals.
You don't, remember when everyone was like, 1,200 calories is what you should be consuming. And then now we're realizing that, that was also not sustainable for an adult.
No,
it's not. What a time to be alive. But anyway, Slim Fast, sponsored by Ed. I wonder how many Slim Fast cans they're going to sell because Ed Carpenter's racing the 500 with them.
Cartons.
There better be Slim Fast in the booths, in the concession stands, because hot dog, Slim Fast. Slim Fast.
I don't see that they're going to have cartons that are going to race like the Weenie 500. Okay, are there going to be a carton 500? No, I don't think so. No, it's the Weenie 500, people.
Exactly. Gotta eat your protein and your fiber. You're welcome. Oh my gosh. But we're finally in Barber this weekend, which is one of my favorite racetracks. I love Barber. It's still on my like bucket list to go.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have to get over the fact of like, I want to like RV. I'm not camping, but I want to RV at Barber.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
Yeah. I don't think we're ready for that.
No. I'm still like Airbnb hotel Monica, not camping RV roughing it Monica, which I'll get there one day, but not now.
Yeah, not at this time. I think I love that it's sprawled out and there's like all these like art like structures and displays and things like that. So one day we have to make it there.
We got to see Georgina in person.
Yes.
Like really, we truly do. But it got me thinking, Mick Schumacher. Imagine going to Barber for the first time as Mick Schumacher and you're driving around and you drive underneath a bridge and there is literally a mannequin hanging from a bridge dressed in a sparkly getup.
Yeah.
And everyone knows who she is.
I wonder if he's been briefed. Like to be like,
well, she fell on the track. So they're probably like, if you see at this turn, if you see something fall that looks like a human, do not worry. It is Georgina. She has been through it. Yeah. She has been through it. Just keep going.
Yeah. Right. Just keep going. Just avoid it if you can. But if you can't, it's just Georgina. Don't worry about it.
You're just going to see people like, talking about Georgina and you're going to be like, who? And you need to know who she is. Hopefully they introduce her to him. Like, say hi to Georgina, Mick. And he's probably like, what the fuck did I sign up for?
What is wrong with America? Like,
oh my gosh. But Barber is huge. It's 8,800 acres. It's outside of Birmingham, Alabama. But the thing that they're most known for is not only for their eccentric, spiders and Georginas of the world. They have one of the largest in the world museums for vintage motorcycles. Yes. So it's like huge. It's like over 200,000 square feet. And that's what they're really known for outside of the track. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of fans like go and they check out all of it's like a, racing person's love. Like if you love motorcycles, definitely go. Mm-hmm. But so many people either like half the grid hates this track. Like Alex Rossi despises Barber. He hates it. He would rather not race. He would rather just call out, be like, I'm good. But Pato and Scotty Mack, they love this place. Mm-hmm. And it's 90 laps, 207 miles. It's 2.3 miles. It is a permanent road course. So similar to the, Watkins Glen, Road America, Road Atlanta type of places. But there's different elevations to it. So there's a lot of blind curves. There's a lot of hills. It gives, an opportunity for crazy, if a crash happens in a blind spot, just, brace for and pray for impact kind of thing. Right. So I have been watching. So on IndyCar's YouTube, they've been live streaming all of like the old Barber races. And I watched like the 2012 one, like before the aero screen and whatnot with like the giant cars. And it looks like such a fun track to drive. It reminds me of a bobby pin. That's like how the layout is. It's very like twirly, windy in the center, like bits. And then there's just a beautiful straight that is really great for overtaking. So I'm excited to see what happens there. Mm-hmm. Indy Next is actually racing their first double header on this track. So if you mess up in race 1, guess what? You get a do-over in race 2. Yeah.
That's awesome. No, I'm excited. I like watching Barber as well. So hopefully it'll be good weather for them, and it should be nice at this time.
Is it going to be like really hot, or is the like hot streak? Because this is early for them. Normally, like last year, Barber was the first week of May, and then at some points it's later in the year. But Birmingham, like I remember
No, it's supposed to be. It'll be
warm,
70s,
right?
80s. Oh, Saturday 65, Sunday beautiful. 71. So it should be
beautiful weather.
Should be a nice. But Friday it'll be 80. So, and no sun, allegedly.
Wear your sunblock, people. But
yeah, just because.
No, that sounds like a wonderful weekend, actually.
Yeah, so it'll be
I'll
nice.
take it.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what are your predictions for who do you think is going to take it?
Well, after watching, like, literally Jimmy and I was decompressing on the couch and we were watching races, like the races on YouTube. I think Scotty Mack will have pole. I think he's gotten pole multiple times and he's won there twice. I think Scotty will get pole, but something's going to happen. I feel like something's going to happen mid-race, and that something being Alex fucking Palou.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen where it's been 2 races and he hasn't won. And the, surgeon, precision master, insert, other adjective here about who he is. I think Palou is going to win. I think they're going to do either they're going to do the 2-stop strategy or they're going to do the 3 and Scotty's going to do the 2 and the yellows are just going to fall in a weird spot. And Alex Palou will just drive into victory lane. And I think that Alex Rossi is going to say halfway through the race, he's going to be like, all right, I'm clocking out for the day. And then something's going to happen.
He's like, I'm good. Intentionally just be like, you know what? I'm just not feeling it today, guys.
Who am I mad at right now? All right, I'm going to crash into you. Bye. I'm gonna go home. See ya. So I think that those are like my key predictions. I also do think that McLaren's going to continue to struggle. I still think they're not going to they're not going to podium.
Yeah, what's
they're
going
be.
on?
I think
with
Pato will be in the top 5 though, but not on the podium.
Yeah.
I don't know what their like between McLaren F1 and IndyCar, like they're struggling.
Right.
They are struggling to find pace, and it is really frustrating as a McLaren fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I saw a post today that was like, guess what? You and Oscar both have the same amount of starts in 2026, and that's 0. It's like,
oh, that's
so what?
Embarrassing.
I have the same amount of wins as Pato in IndyCar, which is 0.
Oh, so sad.
What about you? What are you thinking?
I mean, yeah, I agree. I think Alex Palou is just gonna sweep, of course, because he's lacking it in. He hasn't he hasn't performed the way that he has wanted to yet this season. He's got 1 win under his belt, but 1 DNF, which never happens. And one, a second place, which, I mean, we know him as a precision. Yeah, it's not enough. Exactly. It is not enough. So, yeah.
We'll see. The only other person that I could see kind of resurrect himself is Joseph Newgarden.
Yeah.
And maybe, not cry in the car on the way there. But I don't know. Palou a road course and Palou is like just the perfect place for him to win by 15 seconds. Like we saw it at Road America last year. Like he just Sunday drive.
Yep.
No problem.
Yep.
So, but if you want to watch the race, it's on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox for IndyCar. And then for Indy Next with the doubleheader, they race on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on FS1. And then race 2 is at 11 a.m. Eastern on FS1. So you get 3 IndyCar races this weekend. On top of that, you have NASCAR, you have Formula One, and other racing series as well. Like, but on couch if you're, celebrating, all the races.
Last week we only had our IMSA race, right? We just had the Sebring.
Yep.
So we didn't have a whole lot of racing. So this week you're getting your fill, people.
Yeah, but then after this, F1 is off for a month before they go to Miami. So all of our F1 fans, like, get into IndyCar. Long Beach is a perfect race to keep you busy during the first F1 break because Long Beach is going to be kick-ass. So I'm excited. We'll see what happens after Barber, though. Mm-hmm. We'll see what chaos ensues. Mm-hmm. But all right. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening. Really appreciate it. If you want to keep up with us on Spotify, on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, and then on socials at Lap It Like It's Hot. We always appreciate a 5-star review and liking our YouTube videos for the algorithm. And, reach out to us, comment, engage, DM us on any questions that you have. And we have some fun, exciting things coming next week. So stay tuned to socials for some updates on what's happening next week. And enjoy Barber and all the other racing series. And get yourself some arch support because you need it. That's all we're going to say. Arch support and a good meal. Yes. No Slim Fast for anybody. Slim Fast is not a meal. All right, everyone. Thanks, guys. Bye.